The invitation arrived folded into an expensive cream envelope. My name, printed in a delicate script I once thought charming, now felt like a brand burned into my chest. I held it and let it dangle between my fingers. She wants me there. The memory was sharp. Her eyes when she left. The excuse, I wasn't enough. Not successful. Not wealthy. Not worthy. A whisper that became a scream the moment the door slammed behind her. I stared at the envelope. Her wedding. Her new life. And somewhere beneath the polite, curated joy, I felt it. An opening. I went. The church was immaculate. Flowers hung like judgment from the ceiling. I arrived quietly, blending with the crowd, watching. She hadn't noticed me yet. Then I saw him, her new groom, smiling nervously. His father beside him, chest tight, jaw taut. A flicker passed over the old man's face the moment our eyes met. Pale. Something in his expression cracked the air. I smiled. Just a fraction, nothing more, but it was enough. I watched her exchange vows, her hand trembling ever so slightly as it rested on his. And I remembered the nights she had whispered to me in bed, the promises she never intended to keep. It wasn't just that she left me for someone better. She had lied, subtly, strategically, about everything, about her past, about the men who mattered, about the one man who would matter most, me. There were clues she never thought I'd notice. Phone calls late at night, a signature that didn't match, an address she claimed was just a friend's. The slow drip of realization had begun months ago. And now, here she was, glowing in a dress I once helped her pick, surrounded by family and wealth, thinking she had outrun me. The groom shifted beside her. He was nervous, but something else lingered, an undercurrent I couldn't place. Then I saw it, the man's father, trembling ever so slightly, his eyes darting to mine and back to his son. The invitation wasn't just a gesture, it was a trap. I didn't panic. I never panic. I began to observe, quietly, clinically. I noted their small tells, the way the groom avoided certain topics, how he flinched at certain questions. I traced every conversation, every whispered word. Later, I ran what I had collected through discreet checks, a trail of transactions, old photographs, and messages she thought deleted. The truth wasn't yet fully visible, but it was forming, like a shadow at the corner of a room. I let it linger. I let it feed me. The crowd shifted. The priest spoke. I nodded politely at acquaintances, a mask of normalcy. Beneath it, a storm of calculation churned. She laughed at something banal, unaware. Her eyes flicked toward me once, and I held her gaze long enough to make her doubt herself. Doubt is powerful. The father of the groom pulled me aside during the reception. Pale, hands shaking. He handed me a folded piece of paper. It was all there. Names, dates, proof. DNA results she had tried to bury. Connections she had erased. The groom, my ex-wife, all of it tangled in lies. I handed it back to her. No words, just a look. She froze. Her eyes widened, panic, recognition, and then the groom, confused, trying to understand the tension. "You knew," she whispered. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. The silence said more than words ever could. The father of the groom's face drained completely of color. The truth struck him before she could even speak. And the man she thought she had married, the one she had chosen over me, was trapped in a web she had spun herself. I stepped back and let the moment breathe. The groom's father spoke, voice trembling. We cannot proceed. Not like this." The wedding halted. Flowers wilted under the tension. Murmurs rose. Guests stared. Her face went pale, matching his. The man she had planned to wed turned to her, eyes wide, disbelieving. She began. I interrupted with a soft, calm voice. You wanted to hide the truth. You failed. She couldn't recover. Every plan, every manipulation, every smug little triumph she had imagined dissolved into cold panic. I walked away, letting the chaos unfold behind me. No screams, no confrontation, just the silent, exacting collapse of the illusion she had built. I stood outside, city lights washing over me, and felt nothing but clarity. She had wanted to test me, to measure my weakness against her new life. I had shown her something stronger than anger, stronger than revenge: inevitability. The father, the groom, the lies, they all crumbled. And I walked away untouched. No tears, no bitterness, only power regained. The past was hers to burn. The future was mine to command. I let the night swallow me, silent, composed. And somewhere deep down, she understood what she had lost. I did not look back.